from the campus of Westfield State University. This is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. We got him on the spot. Welcome back. 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 We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how you must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, indeed. What are you doing in there? All right, you lost your cursor. Okay, very good.
Yes, I lost my cursor.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, so we're good.
We're good
People
now.
can hear us. Okay, welcome back, indeed. Happy Veterans Day. I love Veterans. It was so easy driving into the studio here.
I know you had no traffic complaints at all today.
Nobody on the road.
Nothing.
Yep, because usually now that
zero nada.
we're down here, I got to drive through like actually downtown Westfield to get here. I don't know if you know this, but in the history of mankind, Peter, nobody's suffered more than me.
I know.
Generally,
it's amazing.
It's sad, really. Job's got nothing compared to. No, I'm not a big, as you know, I'm not a big traffic guy. I can't sit through traffic. I go nuts. So happy Veterans Day to everybody, including my father.
There you go.
My father was a veteran. I never did it. Yeah, I too much of a wuss. I liked my hair. I didn't like getting up early, and
you're putting you over fall.
Cool. All right, that works.
Yeah.
Anyway, tomorrow is local Pulitzer Prize winning author Tracy Kidder's birthday.
Really?
Now, why is that newsworthy?
I have no idea.
True story. In 1993, I sold the guy a car.
Okay.
So I guess you could say my favorite thing he ever wrote was a check.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I was a car salesman in 93.
Yeah.
You're listening to That'll Learn Ya with your average run-of-the-mill alum, Michael Buster McMahon. I am that guy, Michael McMahon. I'm tired, hungry, cold, and I don't know how much longer I can keep complaining.
There you go.
Joining me is my pal and producer, Peter Coles. A bit gimpy today. Thanks for coming in, though.
Yes.
You're a little gimpy.
Took a canner yesterday on my way into my house.
Now, Peter's not always been the heroic figure that you see there in the picture. He was once beaten up by Quakers.
Hey.
On the show today,
Nice.
great songs and cool stories about them. Plus, if we have time, we'll discuss what happened to the By Menon commercials.
Oh, jeez.
But we probably won't.
Please.
We probably won't have time for that.
I'm okay to let go of that one.
So give us a call at. Can they call?
Yes.
Okay. So what happens when they call? Can they actually talk to us on the air?
642-9039, I believe is the number. Let me just double check.
Okay. And can you put the number maybe up on the screen?
I don't want to advertise it too much.
All right. Well, can people call in and talk over the air, or do they just? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool. All right. So and remember, they say girls' best friends are diamonds, and they say a man's best friend is a dog. Proving, I guess, once and for all that the woman is smarter.
Oh, I always knew that.
Better to have Diamond as a friend. Anyway.
I always knew that. There was no doubt about that.
So while you're researching the phone thing over there.
642-9039.
642-930.
9039.
Okay. And maybe just put it up there so people can screenshot it or something, because I've already forgotten it.
That's your own fault.
Well, no, some phone numbers are easy to remember. Like, my college girlfriend's parents' house, I could still dial the number. I don't know the number right now, but I remember that it's a cross. It was like a
Palindrome?
no. It was like a Christian cross. It was like
3
numbers across in the middle, and then the 4 numbers down the middle on the top. It was a cross. So I could pick up your phone right now, and I don't know if her parents are still alive, but I could dial them right now.
Okay.
I don't know the number, so I guess that would be maybe 4,
problem?
5, 6. I guess would
Extreme
be
close up.
Wow! Unnecessary, but cool. So it'd be what 4, 5, 6, and then the numbers 3
Yes.
something. All the way
Gotcha.
down. So yeah, so I like numbers like that you can easily remember. My wife's dance studio number 786. The last 3 numbers are 786 also. So there's a number. No, 734-973. No, 734-9734. That's what it is. Because I remember we used to do I wrote the radio commercials for it, and Drew Hastings was 734-9734. So the first 3 numbers are the same as the last.
Gotcha.
So that's easy to remember. But yeah, this number I'm going to need to be reminded every single week.
Couldn't remember the last number.
I eventually did, and of course now it's moot. So
Yeah.
I don't know it now because I haven't used it in a while. I think there was a 6 in it somewhere.
Nope, there was not.
There was not.
No.
A number near 6.
Yeah, several
Yeah.
numbers near
Okay.
6.
So see, I'm close. It's a number near 6.
You would not do well on a game show remembering telephone numbers.
No, but I would do pretty well knowing useless crap about music and TV shows.
That's true.
That Mike forgot. Who knows this? Okay. All right. I was we were at Disney, and we were in the Haunted Mansion. Have you ever been to Disney?
Yes.
And have you been in the Haunted Mansion?
Yes.
Yes. And they have a voice there, and he's talking. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Paul Frees, the guy who did the voice of Carr in Knight Rider, the second episode, not the first. The first one was Peter Cullen. And I'm like, why do I know the 2 guys who did the voice of Carr on Knight Rider? Peter Cullen and Paul Frees. I mean, they're famous voiceover people.
Yeah.
Paul Frees did Ludwig von Drake there for Disney.
Okay.
And Peter Cullen eventually became famous for doing the Transformers. But yeah, they did a lot of voice stuff. Mm-hmm. But I mean, why should anybody know who the 2 voice actors who did Carr? I would know useless crap like that. But anyway, this isn't what we do. We don't just gab.
Sometimes we do.
We play some music. A lot of people really enjoyed the show last week.
Yeah, with Aaron Faye, we did a lot of gabbing.
Yep,
but it
we
was
did a lot of, and not as much as I thought, because you get Aaron and I together, and we go off on a million tangents talking. We tried to control that as much as we could. We got a lot of work done. We worked on the 2 songs that still need to be done for the show.
Yep.
They're not recorded, so we can't play them. But there's a silly song and there's a very serious song. And when you're trying to write a very serious song where you say, all right, this is ending Act 1 and it's got to blow people away so they come back, that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself.
Pressure,
yeah. So, but I like what we've done on it so far.
Cool.
But anyway, why don't we get to what's going on this week? This week in 1975, unfortunately, we lost the ship, the Edmund Fitzgerald, and it's forever been immortalized by that song by Gordon Lightfoot.
I watched a great documentary about that this week.
Did you?
On YouTube, yeah.
Oh, and the different theories on what happened to it.
It was pretty comprehensive as to what actually happened.
Looks like a wave picked it up and slammed it into the bottom of the lake, I heard.
That's part of it, and part of it was already taken on water.
Yeah. So when he wrote the lyrics, in Musty Old Hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Sailors Maritime Cathedral. A couple people who are parishioners, or I guess parishioners, or people who frequent, say it's not musty. Now you get people thinking that the place is musty because you put the lyric, and it was just a lyric.
Yeah, it's called alliteration. It's got to fit with the rest of the
song. So now
song.
he's changed it. If you ever get to hear him, now he changed it to rustic. In a rustic old hall in Detroit.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Because people complained. It was really cool. It was on the Reprise label. And Reprise was a record company started by Frank Sinatra. And that is where he earned his nickname, Chairman of the Board, because he was actually running the company for a while before he sold it to Warner Brothers.
Gotcha.
So if you ever wondering why Frank Sinatra was called Chairman of the Board.
We got a twofer on this one.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. How about that? I can shut up for a while. Here is the song from Gordon Lightfoot immortalizing the tragedy in Lake Superior in 1975. The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, 89.5 WSKB.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. The iron boats go as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. And the legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
When I'm alone at night,
Yes, not one of their biggest hits. Only went to number 34, but one of my favorite songs by the band Journey. It's the only studio track on their live album captured. For some reason, they decided to throw that on that one, and they released it as a single. Went to 34. It actually went to number 2 on the mainstream rock charts, though.
Okay.
Which, so good. So it was a hit somewhere.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was. I like. It's one of my favorite Journey songs. And
there you go.
Was one of my lullabies I used to sing to my daughter when she liked lullabies when she was.
The party's over.
Yeah, I would sing just random songs from the 70s and 80s to her, and some of them stuck, some of them didn't.
Okay.
One of her favorite ones were sung by a Honeymoon Suite, called "What Does It Take." It's kind of a power ballad.
Okay.
She absolutely loved that one. She loved the Midnight Special by Creedence.
That's a good song.
Yeah, she liked that one. And some of them she liked, some of them she didn't. And some of them stuck. But yeah, that's one of the ones that she liked. She enjoyed. Actually, they when they toured, they put on the lining for the album that it's from her to Bon Scott, a friend from the highway, because Journey actually opened up for AC/DC a couple years prior, and Bon Scott of AC/DC died. So
okay.
They
Cool.
said, yeah. So someone else from the
Good
highway.
tribute song.
Yep. The song itself wasn't for him, but they sort of dedicated it. You know, it wasn't written about him or anything. Obviously, it was written about a frustrating relationship, which I think is relatable, which I'm surprised the song wasn't a bigger hit.
People could have been journeyed out by then, though. Was that early in their career or later on?
It was in the middle. I mean, right soon afterwards. It was before Escape.
You also got to look at the circumstances of the time, too. Was there somebody like huge, like a Prince in there, or something?
No, not
just
yet.
Blowing up.
No, it's just sometimes the things don't hit. But
Yeah, okay.
It's a great song. Play it again. No, don't play it again.
Don't start.
It's a great song. I could hear it again, but we won't do that with the listeners.
Okay.
There's 2 different stories about this next song, and I don't know which one is better.
Okay. Pick one. Flip a coin.
There's one story. The songwriter said that he was hanging out in the studio, and he was talking with somebody, not paying attention to what he was doing, and he had a can of soda with him. And he was just kind of like talking, and as he was talking, and somebody goes, hey, your soda, it's all shook up. And he's like, hey, that'd be a cool title for a song.
There you go.
Elvis tells the story that he had a dream that really frightened him. And when he woke up, he was all shook up. And he was telling somebody, he's like, I was all shook up. He's like, hey, that'd be a cool title for a song. And he goes, I call my buddy, the songwriter, and next thing I know, we got this song all shook up. So Elvis gets a writing credit in this song for claiming that he came up with the title. But we have 2 different stories. The other guy says, no, Elvis didn't give it to me. Somebody told it to me in the studio.
Elvis is Elvis. Elvis does what Elvis wants.
Yeah, so I don't know which one's more, which one's story you want to believe. Each one's a cute story. If you want to go with either one of them,
Yeah, I gotcha.
It works. I don't think there's a combination of both. It would be a strange coincidence if both things occurred. If somebody told me, hey, your soda's all shook up, and then Elvis calls him later in the day and says, hey, I'm all shook up. If that did happen, then I can see why the guy would have the impetus to write the song. Then, if 2 instances happened, Otis Blackwell is the name of the singer, and name of the writer.
Yeah,
Elvis is the name of the singer.
I would hope so. It's his name on the recording. Then.
Here is "All Shook Up" by Elvis Presley, 89.5 WSKB.
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah. Well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think of when you have such luck? I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah. Well, please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed up, but I feel fine when I'm near the girl that I love best. My heart beats so it scares me to death when she touches my hand. Oh, what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah, yeah. My tongue gets tied when I try to speak. My inside is shaking like a leaf on a tree. There's only one cure for this body of mine. That's to have that girl and a love so fine. She touched my hand and what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes and Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Oh, I can forgive that song for going on and on and on because it's
Okay.
awesome. It's just such a...
The Atlanta Rhythm section doesn't really get a lot of credit for
No.
however many hits they just quietly cranked out.
They don't. They did a remake of the song Spooky by the Classics 4, but it's acceptable remake because a lot of members of the Atlanta Rhythm section were part of the Classics 4.
Okay.
So they sort of redid their own song with their new incarnation.
Right.
So sometimes you'll hear the song and you're like, hey, it sounds a little different.
But quietly, they just had a lot of hits. You
Yeah.
just don't... and they were all like a lot of adult contemporary stuff, so they weren't a lot of pop
Well,
hits.
it's funny
but-
that you say that. The thing that I find strange about that song, that was really their biggest hit. So Into You and Imaginary Lover both went to number 7.
Yep.
But you think that they would have had more success on the adult contemporary. But no, Imaginary Lover went to number 20 on the adult contemporary chart.
Yeah, but you heard them all the time. Like, I remember when I was growing up, MAS, you'd hear that song, So Into You, you'd hear all of the time on those AC stations.
It's funny. Sometimes those stations, like the daughter will go to bed with a WMAS, and they'll play a song once in a while that I'm like, wow, this must be a giant hit because I hear it all the time. And I look it up, and the song is 3 years old and it went to number 30. I'm
Right,
like,
exactly. But then it's huge. It becomes huge on the AC afterwards, and it never shows on a chart anywhere.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I tell you who did like them was President Carter.
Really?
President Carter, of course, was from Georgia. So once he became president, he flew the band in, and they actually performed on the White House lawn for his son Chip's birthday.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Well, that's a nice way to have a little show.
that's pretty cool, and that's why I don't understand people who they get invited to the White House and in protest they're not going. Like, I don't
it's
care.
a different animal.
I don't care who's president. You get a chance to go to the White House. How many invitations are you going to get to go to the White House? I'm going to the White House. I don't care who's president. I'm going to the White House.
Yeah, people don't feel that way, unfortunately.
And I'm going to have all the Dr. Peppers I can drink.
Oh, boy.
Actually, it's funny.
I just want to go to the White House mess.
I don't care for Dr. Pepper much at all. Do you like
You're a
Dr.
Coke guy.
Yeah, I'm a Coca-Cola guy, and I never care much for Dr. Pepper. It tastes a little like cough syrup to me.
Gotcha.
But you know what I love? Well, vanilla Coke. I love vanilla Coke, but I love the Mexican Coke, the one that comes in the bottles,
Yes.
because Coca-Cola, well, all soda will taste different whether it's in a plastic or a can. Like, there's some sodas I like better in the can than the bottle. Like A&W cream soda, I like it better in the bottle than the can. Vanilla Coca-Cola, I like it better in the can than the bottle, or the plastic bottle.
Oh, we went to a place called Whetstone Station up in Vermont. Yeah, in Vermont. And they probably...
You and I did that? I don't remember going with you.
No, me and the girlfriend and Brady.
Oh, okay.
And they proudly say they serve Mexican Coca-Cola in the bottle. And
Yes.
You keep the bottle. So, yes.
It's fantastic because, A, the
got
glass has no influence on the taste, and they use real cane sugar in it.
Right, he got one, so he's got his bottle.
it is really, really good.
Yeah.
And at work where I work, we run out of it quickly, and I left the delivery guy comes in. I said, "Oh, do you have Mexican Coke?" And he's like, "No, are you guys out?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're out. Why didn't they order some?" He's like, "I don't know. I'm just the delivery guy." He's like, "You're worried about the customer?" I'm like, "No, the heck with the customer. I'm talking about me. I like it."
What did he say?
He laughed. So I left a message for the order guy. I'm like, order a bunch of it. We will either sell it or drink it. It's not going to go bad. You don't have to worry about
Right,
it.
I will buy it.
I will drink it. The customers seem to like it. It's gonna go. Just load us up. And when I went to work the other day, there was 2 cases in the cooler. So I'm like, all right, this should be good for a while.
There you go.
So we're good.
Feed your habit.
It's so good. Anyway,
your habit.
and people say, "Oh, I drink too much soda." I'm like, you know what? I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I gave up drinking September of '94.
Yep.
So let me do something, okay?
Right.
I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna eat like crap, and I'm gonna drink soda.
There you go.
But anyway,
I got no problem with it.
so the Atlanta Rhythm section. You're right. A great band.
They absolutely have.
And actually, you know what? They're still somewhat touring today.
Oh,
There's
really?
still some members around, and they're still touring. So you may check them out.
Speaking of really great bands, coming up next
Oh,
is a really great band.
it sure is. The Doobies.
I'm trying to set you up with a nice segue, and
Gotcha.
you're like,
Well, I
crickets.
thought you were going on a tangent. I thought maybe you saw a good band this weekend or something.
No, I worked all weekend, so I didn't have much.
My
time
wife
to
saw a good band. My ex-girlfriend's in a band called Nightfall.
Oh, really?
And she went to, and she and my ex-girlfriend Carrie are good friends now.
Yep.
And she went to see him.
I know
And-
my good friend C.A. Jones are out playing, and Trailer Trash is always out playing, and a bunch of people that I know are out playing.
Of course, Aaron's band, Max Tone, you can see them all over the
and
place.
JPEG Luca's concert series started this weekend.
Oh,
So they had their what's her name? Carole King tribute on Friday night. I hear it was packed, and then the Weaklings, which is a British Beatles tribute band, played on Sunday afternoon. Harry Rock opened for the Weaklings.
ah, sweet. Oh, good for Harry.
The rock duo.
Yeah, good for Harry. I would love to. Yeah, it's one thing.
So the concert series is all winter long. They're taking the month of December off, I think, because they have a holiday show.
And where are they? Where do they perform?
The Women's Club.
The Women's Club.
So where you saw Time in Westfield.
Yep.
Right there, and they also have beer and wine available. So the tavern teamed up, and they got a license for the series. So they're it's going to be a fun night out.
I talked to Jay about maybe doing the radio plays again, which we did.
Yes.
He's a little busy, but he
Yep,
suggested
with the concert series. Yep.
he's suggested maybe doing it here on the TV. Which
we could do that here in the studio. Yeah,
I do like the idea of the live audience, though. I love the live audience.
we could do it up in the auditorium.
We could broadcast there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did it the other night.
All right. See, that would be kind of cool. I would be interested in doing that.
Do
again.
multi-camera. I can record it and do the whole thing.
Very good. So
yeah,
it'd be kind of cool. And I've decided I need a name for my players because I have a couple people who have now done like 2 or 3 projects with me. Preston Sturgis had his troupe. Quentin Tarantino has the Gang. John Walters has the Dreamlanders.
How about the whip players?
No, I'm going with Buster's Brigade. I think that's what my.
Isn't that a little self-centered?
Well, no, because they've not just this; they've done other projects. Like they've been in my sitcoms, and stuff. People
Okay.
who have been in like, I think, in order to be a brigade member, you have to be in 3 projects. So some of them are approaching 3. So, just
Gotcha.
it's a little self-serving, yes, because they are my creations. God forbid I get to name my brigade, but brigade I thought was a good one. If you got a different suggestion, give us a call at what number?
413-642-9039.
I like that. Very A-teamish. If you can find him, he can help. That's cool.
You know what this is?
That's Dirty Dozen?
Nope.
Yeah, I do know it. It's Hogan's Heroes?
It is.
Yeah. Done differently.
Hey, well, it says this is. I think Bob Crane released it because it says it attributes it right to Bob Crane. So
Yeah, the Germans finally got him.
yeah.
Yep. Hey, did he have a mysterious death?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's an unsolved murder.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Anyway, we've been chatting for a little while here.
Yes, we
there was pressure on the band Doobie Brothers to move quickly on the next album to keep momentum going. The Captain and Me. And to save time, they began reworking old tunes. One of them, Todd Johnson, had a song called Osborne. He's just been improvisational piece that the band played live. And after laying down the track, producer Ted Templeman, of course, became famous working with Van Halen. He goes, oh, you got to do something with that song. They're like, it's not really a song. It's just sort of a groove that we have. He's like, well, the groove is so good, you better come up with something. And he's going, well, we still didn't really have it. And I said, well, make it about a train since you have this thing about Miss Lucy down along the track. She's down along the track, so why don't we make the song about a train? And it all came together pretty nicely. It's one of the great driving tunes of all time, I think. Here's Long Train Running, 89.5 WSKB.
I'm gonna really screw you up because this is the backing track. Listen to this. Check this out for a second. This is actually off the original masters.
Wow, that sounds good.
All right, let's play the original.
Play the real song. There we go.
Down around the corner, half a mile
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
If I could make a wish, I think I'd pass. Can't think of anything I need. No cigarettes, no sleep, no light. No sound, nothing to eat, no books to read. Making love with you has left me peaceful and tired. What more could I ask? There's nothing to be desired. Peace came upon me and then peace me weak. So sleep, silent angel, go to sleep. Sometimes all I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe, yes, to love you. All I need is the air that I Peace came upon me and it pleased me weak. So sleep, silent angel, go to sleep. Sometimes all I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe, yes, to love you. All I need is the air that I All I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe, yes, to love you. All I need is the air that I
Putting the microphone on me early.
Come on, you like it on early. I didn't know you were actually singing. You usually just lip syncing.
No, a lot of times I sing, unless it's a note that I think. Actually, I used to sing that song to the wife, trying to put her to sleep, although I don't sing that song very well.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if I put her to sleep.
By the way, we need to thank all the veterans for their service today.
We do. We did
Those
at the beginning,
actively
but we can
serving?
definitely do that again.
I just keep doing it all during
Absolutely.
the show. Yeah.
Absolutely. Positively. Yes, thank you, veterans, for
including mine, who's serving now.
That's true.
This is his first Veterans Day.
Yeah. Where is he now?
He's home.
Okay.
He's home. He's all done all his schools. He's getting ready to apply for either Westfield State or Holyoke Community for the spring semester, and then going to UMass in the fall.
I was devastated because when I was 5th, 6th grade or so, I wanted to be in the Air Force.
Did you?
And I mean, what kid didn't want to be like a fighter pilot? And but my dreams were shattered because I think my 6th grade teacher says, "Well, you have glasses. You can't be a fighter pilot if you have glasses." And then suddenly I was shattered.
Nowadays, that's all kind of because they're allowing a LASIK. You can do a LASIK surgery and become a fighter pilot.
Yeah, but I don't think they're looking for 50-year-olds who have never flown before.
You're out.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
For the kids of your ilk that are wanting to do that now, they can.
And with each passing year, I'm going to be 50 this month. And with each passing year, I realize the chance that I'm ever going to win, say, like a National League Cy Young Award is really...
Yeah, I think that's pretty much done.
It's slowly slipping away. I don't think I have...
Might be able to buy one on eBay.
Probably. But I'm still holding out for the 2025 Tony Award.
Yeah, there you go. That goal is attainable.
That's attainable. But the 2025 National League Cy Young Award... Now, can you lie on your tombstone?
You can put anything you want on your tombstone.
I mean, like if I put, here lies the, 1978 National League Cy Young Award winner, Michael McMahon. I mean, yeah, people can easily check.
I think somebody would sue your estate.
Would they?
They might.
My guess is Steve Carlton probably won it in 78.
Yeah.
Didn't he win all those back then?
I have no idea.
Anyway.
You're better at that stuff than I am.
So that's the Hollies.
Yes.
And we used to play a game all the time. Peter, did that song go number one or not? And you were lousy at this game. Especially it's a 50-50 thing. Mm. And you were pretty lousy at it.
I think that one might have gone number one.
No. Sorry. Unless we're broadcasting this show from New Zealand.
Ah.
New Zealand is the only place the song went number one. It went to number 6 here. But it's a great song. It was co-written by Albert Hammond. He's the guy who recorded It Never Rains in Southern California.
Yep.
He co-wrote the song. And in 1992, Radiohead had a song called Creep. And it used a very similar chord progression and shares melodic content with this song. So much to the point that the judge ruled that there was... I feel bad for songwriters because there's only so many...
Right, for chord progressions and stuff, yeah.
So...
You're learning that, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Albert Hammond got a writing credit on Creep's on Radiohead's song Creep because the judge ruled that there was enough similarity there that... sometimes it's really, really simple. Blondie had to give Brian May credit because in a lyric they used... a very small lyric, which was similar to from "We Will Rock You."
Oh, really?
You got I don't think they said they said something on your face, big disgrace.
Yep.
And that's close enough that Brian May gets a credit on that Blondie song. You got to hide it a little better, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's what you got to do.
They could have word jumble.
Yeah. This next song, you want to talk about people getting tired. The band got tired of everyone writing songs about winners, and they said, "Well, you know what? When you kind of think of our lives, yes, we did make it as rock and roll musicians, but we both wanted to be jazz artists. So in that way, we kind of failed. We're kind of losers. Shouldn't losers like us, although, hey, they became famous. They're not losers.
Right.
Have a song too." So they were trying to come up with something because they said, Crimson Tide, Alabama is the Crimson Tide. What should the losers be called? And so when they said Deacon Blues, a lot of people thought that it was in tribute to the school, what's the school? Wake Forest, Dean and Deacons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so some people took offense from Wake Forest, but no, it's not that. We don't know anything about football. But at the time, Deacon Jones was everywhere. He was the star football player. And we just thought Deacon was a great name, 2 syllables, and it worked pretty well. And that's pretty much where we got it. We didn't really, sorry, Wake Forest, we didn't really even know what your nickname was. So if you're a Wake Forest alum, don't take offense to this. Although unfair, it's Wake Forest. When have they ever won?
Well, they're pretty good.
It's like that quote from Judgment Night. I like Dennis Leary. It wasn't a fantastic movie. Did you ever see the Dennis Leary, Emilio Estevez movie, Judgment Night?
No.
Dennis Leary, he's like a local drug lord, and Emilio Estevez, they're RV breaks down in the inner city.
Gotcha.
And they get involved in this, and yeah, it's one of Dennis Leary's. He's like, great. They accidentally kill somebody in the train yard. He's like, great. A hobo from Purdue. I hate Purdue. What have they ever won? Just quote just stuck to me here in the head. It's almost 9 o'clock. You can give us a buzz at what's the number there?
642-9039.
Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, so here is a great song. Actually, I've used this. It's a good name for a fantasy football team too.
Okay.
I had a fantasy football team called the Deacon Blues. It's a good name.
There you go.
Here's Steely Dan, Deacon Blues, 89.5 WSKB.
This is the day of the expanding man. That shape is my shame, there where I used to stand. take one last drag as I approach the stand. I cried when I wrote this song. Sue me if I play too long. This brother is free. I be what I want to be. I learned to work the saxophone. I play just what I feel. Drink scotch whiskey all night long. And I behind the wheel. They got a name for the winners in the world. I want a name when I lose. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me Deacon Blue, Deacon
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Even now, when there's someone else who cares, when there's someone home who's waiting just for me, even now I think about you as I'm climbing up the stairs, and I wonder what to do so she won't see that even now, when I know it wasn't right, and I found a better life than what we had, even now I wake up crying in the middle of the night, and I can't believe it still could hurt so bad. Even now, when I have come so far, I wonder where you are. I wonder why it's still so hard without you. Even now, when I come shining through, I swear I think of you and how I wish you knew. Even now. Even now, when I never hear your name, and the world has changed so much since you've been gone. Even now I still remember
Barry Manilow. One of my, could be one of my favorite Barry Manilow songs.
I was surprised when you've been in a rockin' mood and then you throw Barry Manilow in there. It kind of took me for a loop.
Barry Manilow rocks. The guy, look, the guy puts on a hell of a show. If you ever get the chance to see Barry Manilow in concert,
I've seen the shows.
I've
never seen one live. But
he puts on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
In fact, I took a girl to a Barry Manilow concert, and I actually met somebody that changed my life that night. My car. Driving there, I saw this car for sale, and the next day I bought it, and it was my car for Delilah Sapphire was her name, and now I have her sister, Jasmine Sapphire.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so that was a very memorable. I remember calling up for tickets, and I was like, oh, and they go, what's the only thing available? It's in the platinum section. I'm like, don't you have anything in the tin section? I don't need platinum seats for this. But it was at UMass, and it was a heck of a show.
If you want to impress the girl, you do need the platinum section.
Yeah, I know, but at the time I didn't have a ton of money. Well, obviously I had some money. I bought a car the next day.
Yeah, right.
So it was an expensive week for me, I guess. platinum seats at the Barry Manilow concert and an '89 GTA Trans Am, all buying in the same week.
Yeah.
I had to finance the car. I was able to pay for the tickets myself. I didn't have to. But it's not only one of my favorite Barry Manilow songs, it's actually one of Barry's favorite songs because it reminds of the times when he was actually working with Marty Panzer. Marty Panzer wrote the lyrics to that song and a couple of other songs. I wish I knew the story behind Marty, where is it something that, was autobiographical? Was it somebody from his past? But Marty went on to be very, very successful. He wrote over 100 songs for Disney movies.
No kidding.
A lot of the sequels, like Pocahontas 2, like those, he wrote. So they get Elton John to write. He
was the
Phil
Disney
Collins.
B team.
He was on the B team. He wrote a lot of the songs for the sequels to those movies.
Still made probably a ton of money doing it.
Yes, I'm sure he did quite well. He actually co-wrote. I must like this guy because he co-wrote probably my favorite Kenny Rogers song through the years.
Okay, so he's a ballad guy.
Yeah, he's a ballad guy. Although he's not writing the music, he's just a lyricist.
Right,
So
still a ballad guy.
I guess his lyrics. When people see his lyrics, like they want to write ballady stuff to it.
Exactly.
So it's almost geez, the show's just flying right by.
Yes, it is.
This next song, speaking of writing lyrics and music, Sammy Hagar was writing. He was in a hotel room and he's writing some lyrics that he liked. And through the wall, I don't know what kind of hotel room this is because Eddie Van Halen had a piano in his room. But I guess if you can make any demands you want. Like, I want a piano. Maybe it's just a keyboard. I don't know.
Right, sure.
But he hears Eddie. He was like writing a song, and subconsciously they weren't writing it together. But Sammy realizes that he was writing lyrics to fit
that song, the music,
the piano that he could hear through the wall. So subconsciously they co-wrote the song together, and it turned out to be just a fantastic song, as so much of that Sammy Hagar. As I've said many times, I was skeptical about Sammy Hagar joining Van Halen, but you give Eddie a great musician, another great musician to work with, and the results were incredible.
Yeah.
Here's a song that if you're not familiar with Van Halen, if you've never heard the song, you've heard the riff before because it's been played for commercials, sporting events. It's just a great opening riff. Here's Right Now, 89.5 WSKB.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
And then a little bit of soul.
That's the music explosion. We've got a couple songs with memorable hooks. That do.
Yeah.
That's a great hook.
That is a great hook.
It's written by John Carter and Ken Lewis, and they had their own band called the Carter Lewis and the Southerners. And here's the problem that I have with them. I have a very big problem with those two.
Okay.
Because John Carter and Ken Lewis, that's not their real names. Their real last names are Shakespeare and Hawker. That's
really?
better.
Seriously?
Shakespeare Hawker would be a great name for a band. And that's your real last name.
Yeah.
What are you changing it to Carter and Lewis for? Like
A little bit more mainstream?
But Shakespeare. I mean, especially if Shakespeare's writing the lyrics. I mean, if you're the lyricist and your last name is Shakespeare, I mean, come on.
I guess. Yeah.
And the other guy's like singer. He's Hawking. Shakespeare Hawker would be a great name for a band.
Yeah. Well, they didn't think so.
I guess not.
Or their agent didn't think so.
They're fools, those two. They wrote a good song,
yes.
but overall not too smart. And then, was it a hit for them? No, it wasn't a hit for them. It was a hit for the music explosion.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na. You're going to be humming that at some point in your day, everyone listening.
You need to do a whole show of famous hooks.
Yeah, we should. We could do that.
I still want to do a Weird Al show.
Is there a way to, I'm sure there is, how many people watch?
We can look at website numbers and things like that.
Yeah, because I'm curious how many people are actually watching. Or maybe I don't want to know.
Maybe you don't want to know.
Maybe.
I don't know. A lot of people do watch. A lot of people watch this as part of their morning routine on Channel 15. They'll watch a little bit of the news, and then they'll switch over to see what we're doing.
I did go to a McDonald's a couple months ago, I know, in Westfield.
Yeah.
And somebody did say, "Hey, you're that guy that sings like on TV there."
See?
Yeah. So somebody
That's how
was
I know
watching.
people are watching. They
Yeah.
stop us on the street.
Yeah. I am approachable.
Yes.
You can, if you do see me out and about, you can. If I'm in the casino, I'm probably kind of busy, so don't bother me there.
If you're walking around the casino.
Yeah,
you're
if
at
I'm
a
walking around,
table.
I don't mind that. Actually, somebody, a dealer, I never seen this deal before. She was new. She's like, "Oh, hey, you're that guy." I'm like, "What guy?" And she's like, "The guy that just
Comes in early in the morning.
who just is happy winning $60 or something and leaving."
They know about you.
Well, she's like, "Oh no," she's like, "People talk about your discipline, how disciplined you are," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, I guess."
That means you're on their radar.
Getting $60 a day from them, they'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to give a little tease. The second song that we're going to play, this will give you 3 minutes to try to guess.
Okay.
We always play a song from somebody from Massachusetts, okay? And this is...
I didn't realize he was from Massachusetts.
Yes, he's from Malden, Massachusetts. And he came up with a song that is the second most popular song played at funerals, behind Danny Boy. Mm-hmm. So you have 3 minutes to try to maybe guess.
Can you give him a better guess?
No. We've given them enough.
Okay.
He's from Malden, Massachusetts, and he wrote the second most popular song played at funerals.
And it was also a theme for one of our shows.
Okay. All right.
That's all I'll give.
Okay.
So that's an easy one.
Hey, we're gonna have in the coming weeks. We're gonna have somebody on the show. He's got a show. I think it's on this channel too. It's broadcast. It's recorded at the college. Louis Burgos. Do you know him?
No.
No. He did one of my plays, and apparently he's got a show here.
Oh, cool.
And I said, we can do a cross promotion. Have you on? I said, yeah, I'd be thrilled to have you on. And then maybe
is he going to come down here?
Yeah, I told him he'd have to come down
Yeah.
here. I
Okay.
said, we're not setting up but yeah, he's at the college, so it wouldn't take long. And then maybe I'm on his show or some kind of cross promo thing, maybe.
There you go.
And I'll mention you if I'm on his show.
Well, thank you.
So, his girlfriend was on his first episode. How'd he book her, huh? And she's a very talented actress, singer. She played Anna Banana in my Anna Banana Fofana play.
Okay.
And my God, what a job she did. The kid's going somewhere. So
cool.
Anyway, so that's not the second song we're going to play is from the second most popular song. So get your brains thinking
Sure
what
enough.
it might be. The first song we're going to do is that's kind of a sad story. This girl, she wanted to be a singer for a long time, and nothing was happening for her. So she found out she had other skills, and she did a couple adult films. And she made some money, and now she had a name for herself. So she's like, you know what? All right, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to become a singer. I've got a little bit of money. I can, open my own doors now with a little bit of money.
Yeah.
So she comes up with a song. And it's a great song. It becomes a hit. And unfortunately, she developed a goiter soon afterwards.
Ooh.
And she couldn't sing anymore.
Wow. So she truly is a one-hit wonder.
So she tried to go back to adult movies. Now, there's a lot of fetishes in adult movies, but I don't know if there's much call for
a goiter.
Maybe there is.
Can't
but
you get that removed?
I
don't know.
Depends how bad it is. I imagine there's
suppose
some risk of taking that out. I knew a girl who had a giant one. I mean, it was about the size of her head. It looked like she had two heads, and she was a sweet girl. And hopefully, people weren't like holding that against her.
Yeah.
She worked in a hotel.
Gotcha.
But I don't know if she ever advanced or anything beyond that. But very, very sweet girl. So it's sort of a tragic song, but it's a great, memorable song, and you'll know the song. It's More and More and More. Andrea True and Her Connection. 89.5 WSKB.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Yes. Norman Greenbaum from Malden, Massachusetts, the second most popular song requested at funerals.
And also the theme for Agawam, the old Agawam Paranormal show.
There you go. Now, are you surprised? Like, would you probably wouldn't have guessed that, but once you hear it, you're like,
no, actually,
that makes sense.
No, actually, I would have guessed that.
You would have guessed that?
Yeah, because that's one of those tunes that everybody's like, it's kind of non-denominational and just kind of like if you're spiritual.
Well, they talk about Jesus and
Yeah,
people point out that like Norman, you're Jewish. Why did you write a song about Jesus? And he's like, you know what? I'm watching TV late night, and there was a pastor on, and he was singing a song, and he goes, you know what? It's probably not hard to write a gospel song, and he claims that he wrote this in 15 minutes, just to show that it's not hard to write a gospel song.
There you go.
Apparently, it's hard to write other songs because it's really the only thing he ever did.
True, yeah.
But yeah, he's still alive, still kicking around. I think he's like 76 years old. So I don't know if he's still living in Massachusetts, but
I know that what's her name is not alive anymore. Andrea True. She passed away in 2011.
Ooh, from the goiter.
Yeah. I don't know from the Goiters, just passed away in 2011. By the way, that hook, there's a hook in that song too, the More, More, More.
Mm-hmm.
You'll hear it right here. Ready? Oh, for crip's sakes.
Oh, it's the Steal My Sunshine song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have that hook in here. It's right at the beginning.
Well, I think a lot of people.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
Didn't even try to hide it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
But that continues through the whole song, so they must have given her credit for it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So no longer with us, Andrea True.
Yeah.
But Norman, I wonder if they played this song at her funeral.
That'd be funny.
The most popular one is Danny Boy. Danny Boy is the most popular song played at funerals, and followed by this one.
I believe that. That's a tearjerker, Danny Boy.
Yep. And there's a lot of Irish people.
Yeah, not enough to make it the number one song.
Well, it's funny though too. Like I've said this similar about Puerto.
You can't play Danny Boy in a church. Did you know that at a funeral?
Why not?
Because it's not allowed by the Catholic Church. They said it's a song about war. You cannot play it in a Catholic church.
Do you remember what I said I want played at my funeral?
No.
Okay, it doesn't matter because you're probably not going to be planning it.
Okay.
But my younger wife, I don't have two wives. I don't mean like my younger wife and my older. She's younger, so I'm calling her my wife who's younger than I am.
Keep talking.
And my youngest sister.
Yes.
They both know. Like I may outlive one of them, but I'm not outliving both, so they know. Miracles by Jefferson Starship.
You know what? You have said that before. I remember that.
That will be played at my funeral.
Yep.
So, sorry, I always love people. Oh, I went to a funeral. Oh, well, how was it? It was great. They hired a clown and there was balloons. I mean, what do you mean, how was it? I mean, what kind of... Although, I know what I want. Like, my friend Kate, I went to her father's funeral. I didn't really know him, but, I knew her, so I went... And it was great. Everyone went up and they told a funny story about him. That's what I want. That's cool. And I felt bad that I didn't know him. Like, wow, I wish I knew him. This guy was a funny guy. So
I told everybody just play good music, have a kegger, and just cremate me. I'm good. Don't need to have a funeral. Nothing. Just
that's good too.
Have a big party.
Pallbearers. I mean, those things are heavy.
Just have a big party.
Yeah. All right.
I'm good.
Well, we'll see. I'll make a bet on who lives longer. Be kind of awkward at the funeral, right? You go up to my wife. Look, I know you're sad and everything, but he kind of owes me $100 because I outlived him. Maybe it's an awkward time to bring it up, but
I make it a gentleman's bet.
Yeah. Anyway,
Karen somewhere shaking her head, going, "What are they talking about?"
So this song was originally, the guy who wrote the song, John Stewart, was originally wanted it to be part of a trilogy. Suppose this was supposed to be the third one about suburban life. You know, married couples start out idealistic haze, but after a few years it wears off, and each see the other as he or she really is. This is supposedly when genuine love is proven, when all that is done. So this was supposed to be a trilogy. Unfortunately, he never really wrote the other two of them.
Gotcha.
And he ended up selling this off to somebody else. And he had an absolute fit that they changed one of the lyrics. But you can do that once you buy the song.
Yeah, sure.
Now you know how happy we can be. It's supposed to be, now you know how funky I can be. But the new people who own the song was like, well, that sounds like you stink. Because at the time there were commercials about, smelling funky.
Yeah, right.
Ugh.
Sure, yeah.
So they said, well, we're going to, he's like, no. And he was very upset. It's a small change, happy, funky. I don't think I would get too upset by it, but he was very upset by the change. But here is the song that we all knew and love with the lyric without the funky in it, the defunct version of Daydream Believer by the Monkees, written by John Stewart. 89.5 WSKB.
7A.
What number is this, Chip?
7A.
Okay, no, don't get excited, man. It's because I'm short, I know. Oh, I could hide neath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. My shaven razor's cold and it stings. Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? You once thought of me as a white knight on his steed. Now you know how happy I can be. Oh, and our good time starts and ends without dollar one to spend. But how much, baby, do we really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardy siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value. Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Well, you went uptown riding in your limousine with your fine Park Avenue clothes. You had the Dom Perignon in your hand and the spoon up your nose. Ooh, when you wake up in the morning with your head on fire and your eyes too bloody to see, gonna cry in your coffee, but don't come bitching to me, because you had to be a big shot, didn't you? You had to open up your mouth. You had to be a big shot, didn't you? All your friends were so knocked out. You had to have the last word last night. You know what everything's about. You had to have a white hot spotlight. You had to be a big shot last night. Oh. Yeah. They were all impressed with your Halston dress and the people that you knew at Elaine's, and the story of your latest success. It kept me so entertained. Oh, but now you just don't remember all the things you said, and you're not sure that you want to know. I give you one hit, honey, you sure did put on a show. Yes, yes, you had to be a big shot, didn't you? You had to prove it to the crowd. You had to be a big shot, didn't you? All your friends were so knocked out. You had to have the last word last night. So much fun to be around. You had to have the front page pulled tight. You had to be a big shot last night. Oh, 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 whoa, whoa. There's no big sin in sticking 2 cents in if you know when to leave it alone. But you went over the line, you couldn't see it was time to go home. No, 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 you had to be a big shot, did you? You had to open up your mouth. You had to be a big shot, did you? All your friends were so knocked out. You had to have the last word last night. So much fun to be around. You had to have the white hot spotlight. You had to be a big shot last night. Oh, 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 whoa, whoa. Oh, oh, whoa. Oh, big shot. Big shot. Big shot. Big shot.
No! My daughter doesn't believe that I met Billy Joel. But she doesn't believe anything I say. So,
I believe you, Michael.
thank you. Thank you very much. I was like, oh my gosh, excuse me, Mr. Joel. And he goes, my father's not here. Call me Billy. Cool guy.
Cool.
Yeah, it was at a, it was like at a sort of like a meet and not really a meet and greet. It was a thing where he was audience members. You could ask him questions, and my college girlfriend and I we lied, and we said that that we were getting married. We were trying to put a little more teeth into the story, and then that our song was "She's Got Away" by him. And he's like, and it was written about his first wife, and he was like, well, here's the thing: you're young and you think love is great, then you grow up and you find out it's not so much. Like, oh, well, I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. I have a good life.
Telling it like it is, eh?
He realized, he's like, oh, I'm telling these kids,
yeah, there you go.
So, but yeah, so a lot of people thought the song there was a rumor that because he went on a date with Mick Jagger's eventual wife, Bianca, and it was about her. And for years he said no. So finally he did say, you know what? It is about her, but I'd never been on a date with her. I was invited over to their house, and Bianca and Mick clearly had just had an argument before I got there, and they were trying to, be good hosts and stuff, and not get to the argument. But you could see that there was something clearly wrong. So he used his imagination on what it would have been like to be Mick, to have this girl that you're having an argument with, and finally, once all the guests are gone and stuff, that you can say, really, let's have the argument now. So that was the inspiration to the song.
This is a great inspiration for a song.
It is, because who doesn't know? Who hasn't been in arguments? Sometimes you don't even know what the arguments are about.
Yeah, right.
I used to have a girlfriend. We used to fight all the time. A buddy of mine would call me. He's like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, Lisa and I got into a fight. About what? I don't even know. Honest to God, I couldn't tell you what the fight was about. You just called to yell at me.
That's okay. All right.
It was fun times. So where the heck? Oh, okay. I forgot where I was. So this was co-written by Dion. His previous number one hit, "Run Around Sue," originally intended "The Wanderer" to be recorded by another group. So he was given it as a B-side to a follow-up single called "The Majestic," and because he needs something for the B-side, so I'll just put "The Wanderer" on there. But when record companies got it, something strange started happening. The DJs didn't particularly care for "The Majestic." They started playing the B-side. So suddenly now Dion got to keep his song, "The Wanderer," because it became a hit. I don't know what "The Majestic" sounds like, but it's clear to me that this song should not have been a B-side. So here's "The Wanderer" by Dion, 89.5 WSKB.
Settle down where pretty girls are. Well, you know that I'm around. I kiss them and I love them, 'cause to me they're all the same. I hug them and I squeeze them. They don't even know my name. They call me the Wanderer. Yeah, the Wanderer. I roam around. Oh, well, there's Flo on my left arm and there's Mary on my right. And Janie is the girl, well, that I'll be with tonight. And when she asks me which one I love the best, I tear open my shirt and I show a Rosie on my chest, 'cause I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around. Oh, well, I roam from town to town. I go through life without a care, and I'm as happy as a clown. I with my two fists divine, but I'm going nowhere. Oh, yeah, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around. I'm never in one place. I roam from town to town, and when I find myself falling for some girl, yeah, I hop right in that car of mine. I drive around the world. Yeah, I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around. Let it roam, I let it go. Oh, yeah, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around. I'm never in one place. I roam from town to town, and when I find myself falling for some girl, I hop right into that car of mine, drive around the world, 'cause I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around, 'cause I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB.
Oh, one of my favorite Eagle tunes. Now,
You're rocking it out there.
Hotel California is one of my favorite albums of all time. And what was great was I had the cassette. I had the album. I also had the cassette. And it worked out perfectly because when that song was over, you could just flip the other side, and Wasted Time would play on the other side. Wasted Time is a beautiful, sad song. And a lot of times I would listen to the whole album, but a lot of times I found myself clicking that back and forth. That way you get to hear both of those songs.
I got you.
It was before the time of the smart rewind, too, where it would rewind till, some of the cassettes you could rewind to the beginning of the next song.
Okay.
Yeah, not familiar with that technology?
Maybe.
Okay, you went right from the old to probably the CD. Now, the funny thing about the song, it was a rocker. Don Felder had the idea for the song, came up with some of the lyrics, and he's playing lead guitar. Joe Walsh is playing slide guitar on that. So Don Felder was promised that he could do the lyrics on one of the songs on the album. So he thought that this would be it, and he recorded it, and he liked it. But the other band members were like, ew. And so the producer of the album distracted him, took him out to dinner. And Don Henley laid down the vocal tracks of the song. So Don was not very happy. Don Felder was not very happy with with what happened. Don Henley, I can't imagine anyone else besides Don Henley singing that song. It's such a great song. And why it was not released as a single, I don't know. That's a great song. And this was when the Eagles, because Bernie Lennon had left the group. Hotel California was the first album without Bernie. So they started going away from their country because Bernie was the big country guy. And they started getting into the rockers. I mean, you had Life in the Fast Lane on this and, Victim of Love.
Mm-hmm.
But Victim of Love is such a great song. It should have been released as a single. I don't know what the hell people are thinking. That whole album is great. Only 3 songs got released from that album. New Kid in Town, Hotel California, and Sad Cafe, Pretty Maids All in a Row, every Wasted Time, every song on that album is great. I don't love Life in the Fast Lane, but it's okay. But I love everything else on the album. We got to go, don't we?
Yes, we do.
That's really okay. All right. That's the show. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Michael Buster McMahon. Drink your milk, look both ways before crossing the street, and never, ever give up your dreams. That's my pal and producer in there, Peter Cole. Say goodbye, Peter.
Goodbye, Peter.
We like to end with something kind of fun, and we had Peter download this from Sesame Street. This is a catchy little tune that I remember I used to sing afterwards. And what's great about the Muppet is singing about exit, and one by one people in the audience are leaving. Eventually, because he's saying if there's someplace you don't want to be, just go out the exit.
Yeah,
and
there you go.
One by one, the audience leaves, and including his backing vocalist. So at the end of the song, he's on stage all by himself.
Uh-huh.
It's a catchy little tune. I hope you like it. I'll see you next week. I guess we got stupid snow coming. I'm not happy about that.
Not much.
But I'll see you. We'll see you next week. Here's Exit from Sesame Street.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now me and the group would like to dedicate this next song to all you cats who feel kind of stuck in one place because you don't know which door to go out. Well, if you're in a place that you really do not like, cause you'd rather be outside, just a-playing on your bike. Well, you don't have to hang around, no, you don't have to sit. Just get right up and walk right out that good old exit. Yes, exit is the way out, way out. Yes, it is. I said exit, well, it's the way out. Oh, mercy. rather be, like in the park or playground or swimming in the sea. No, you don't have to stay there. You know you can split. Just get right up and walk right out that good old exit. Yes, exit. Exit. Well, it's the way, way out, way out. You got to listen to what I'm telling you now. I said exit. Exit. It's the way, 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 way out. Well, make no mistake about it now. So if you're in a room where you do not want to stay, well, it's easy to get out, 'cause now you know the way. You don't have to cry or scream, no need to throw a fit. Just get right up and walk right out that good old exit. Yes, exit. Well, it's the way, way out, way out. People, let me tell it to you one more time. I said exit. Well, it's the way, 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 way out. Yes, it's the way out. I said it's the way out. Well, it's the way out. Yes, it is. Have mercy. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, where'd everybody go? Oh, well, I guess I'll split too. Hey, how do you get out of here? Hey, which way do I go? Nope, that ain't it. Over here? No, no.